Want to step up your After Effects workflow with free plugins? Hey, my name's Jack, and today I want to introduce you to my top 5 favorite plugins for After Effects. They're completely free, and you can just find the link below in the video description. I will list them one by one, not in a particular order, just how I feel. And they're all great, and I use them for my whole motion design professional career every day almost, so feel free, and I hope it helped you out, guys. So yeah, stay tuned. So the first plugin I want to introduce you is to Motion Tools Pro. It's something similar like Motion 4 if you know it, but it's completely free and it's pretty awesome. You can easily enhance and move around your keyframes. You can easily attach nulls. You can easily swift around your layers. So this is a really great tool to just get your work done quick and easy and also organize. And I highly recommend this. So to just give you an idea what this plugin does, for example, we have here this UI from Motion Design Tools. It's pretty small and easy to dock on your UI in After Effects. You have like many different tools and small scripts to use. So for example here, I created this bird animation which flies from left to right. And for example, if I now want to move my bird around, like make it a bit up, I can see I destroy my keyframes, and to just make a non-indestructible movement of the bird, I can just click my bird and click here on this create null object. And what this does, the plugin directly link my bird layer to the null object, and I can just easily grab my null object and move it around. And we can see the keyframes that I created here on this layer are not destroyed, and I can still move my bird wherever I want, and it still does the same movement without destroying the additional animation. So for this, the null object tool is really powerful. It's also pretty nice. It creates directly a null object with an anchor point in the middle, and this is pretty useful for every animation in the future, so I highly recommend it. Then the next thing is here this shifting tool and motion tools. So for example, I have here like some flowers or stars popping out from nowhere, and to just always improve animation, you can create like a delay of everything. The normal way would be maybe to make it like this. And now it looks already more interesting because the animation, it's all the same keyframes, but they all happen at a different timing. But imagine you have like a comp with like, let's say like 100 flowers, and you need to one-on-one move them around. It gets really tiring. And also if you feel like then later, oh, the animation is too slow, you need to one by one fix them up. So for this, like in Motion Tool, this step up is pretty handy. I can select like all my stars here, and then I can click, for example, this one, and as you can see, it now moved them all 13 steps because I put here a number. So if I reduced, for example, to let's say 5, Control Z to return, and I just reapply it, I can easily like shift my layers around. I can also just bring them back together with this icon here. So it's really non-destructive workflow. I can also randomize my keyframe layers like this. So maybe I didn't like how it's popping up. I can just re-click it sometimes to see like, yeah, maybe this order is more better. So it's really nice and easy to just get like a bit of randomness factor in your animation. Then the last thing is, because I used to work a lot in Illustrator and After Effects together, sometimes I move like illustrations inside the comp, and I noticed, for example, here this windmill. I want to change maybe this red color here, so I create a shape out of my illustration here. I see like here are all my red layers, and they're all like in this layer together, and there's like a non-destructive way to easily get them out. let's say for example this red middle part here. I select it here, it's group 4. I can press then this button. It says explode shape layer. And what this does is it just takes it out from my main and creates it in a solo layer. So now I can just easily, for example, put a fill on it and change it to like other color without leaving After Effects. This is also a pretty great way to get like your illustration one by one inside and to separate them in layers so you can easily animate them separately. Just a small other feature I like about this motion tool that I really use a lot is here this anchor point adjuster. So the normal way to move your anchor around some layers like here or something, I need to use it manually here, but I can also just click here to always align in the middle or in the left corner, right corner. It's like really a quick way to just easily move my anchor point around without needing to switch to this tool mostly. And yeah, it's a great tool to have in your sandbox. Here, Easy Copy by Mike Overberg and iascripts.com. And with this, you can easily copy your animation graph to other layers. We will jump now back to my project. For example, here my yellow star, it has a bit easing happening here. Like it pops more faster and slow inside. And if I highlight here the animation graph editor curve, you see like here it doesn't look like as plain as the other. I adjusted a bit, and it's sometimes hard to remake this kind of graph in my other position layer. So for example here I need to now click here and a bit predict how it looks. For example, it was like this perhaps, but it won't ever be the same as my other one. It's this one here up left, and you see like this fading out, it's a bit slower. So we can use the Easy Copy plugin. It looks like this. It's also really easy and small, dockable on your UI. And what this does is I just select the keyframes that I want to copy my graph. In this case, it's of course my yellow star here. So I select all the position keyframes, press copy. We see also down here an indicator. It says now 3 keyframes are copied, but just the animation value, not the exact position scale value. And I press ease. And when I now check out the graph of this, I can easily see it now is exactly the same as my previous one that I copy. And the best thing is also you can apply it easy like to all your other layers. So for example, I just press S to select all my other, then I can just select them, press ease, and now we have the same animation curve value on all our layers together. The next on my list is Duik Ángela. I used this also in my previous tutorial with the donut. This is like a great tool to animate like rubber hose or like limbs and these kind of stuff with Puppet tool, or also directly limbs attachment like legs, arms, bodies, like for character animation mostly in After Effects. And it's completely free. You can download it here on the webpage by rxlaboratory.org. For example, I animated here this fancy donut from my last animation. Full tutorial you can find in my video list. But basically what this does is it creates like a controller point, like for example here my arm. So if I display here, what this does is like I can just grab my arm here, and you can see like the bending which happens here. It's feeling really natural of my arm, and for this I can easily create like my walk cycle with my donut without dealing like so much with I need to reposition my hand again. And if I move my body, you see like it's all attached to the thing. So yeah, it's pretty nice and easy to use. So the Duik Ángela plugin looks like this, and you can have like many different settings here where you can set up your rig I went in detail in my tutorial before, but you also have like pre-rigs. For example, if you want to make a fish or a humanoid like this, where you can attach like all your parts of the body. For example, in this case, it's a human. You can just attach like your hand illustration here, and it's directly rigged perfectly for like animating something similar like my donut. So it's pretty awesome. Also pretty open for like custom rigs like that I did in my illustration here. I just drew this in Photoshop, and I used like add pins tools to create like here the pins, and then auto rig to make it the armband like here, or I grab my foot here to make like this natural animation movement. And because it's completely free and awesome for character animation, I wanted to include this in my top 5 free plugins in After Effects. So the next one on my list is here, True Comp Duplicator by Brandon Chapman, also on iascripts.com. And it's also, of course, free or name your own price. And what this plugin does, it creates like easy duplication with comps and After Effects, like true duplications. So for example, here I have my bird layer and a background, and I want to just duplicate maybe this windmill to have 2. So what I usually go is I go inside, then maybe duplicate this windmill, and then I want to maybe then go inside here, change then the windmill color to something else. For example, I make it instead of red, maybe bluish like this. And I go back to my main comp, and I see like it changes both windmill, but maybe I just want one blue and one red. So what I can do is, instead of duplicating like this, I can just go back here and select one. I reveal it here in my project window, then open my plugin, True Comp Duplicator, and then you have this fancy UI here. You have many settings. You can set up here a suffix, you can search for terms and whatever, but the term that I want to use now is to make a suffix, so I just read in True Duplicator here on the right side. Make sure that I highlight here my layer on the left side with windmill, press duplication, and instead of that he duplicates this windmill once, we can also see like here he duplicated 3 items through. And what it does, it also checked inside my comp here and check all my comps inside and duplicate them, so they're really not independent. And what this does is I can now select one windmill here and just select my windmill with my suffix that I created here, in this case true duplication, replace it here, and now it's a true duplication. Then I can just change here the color to maybe red, and if I head out, I can see now they're really independent duplication comps, which now work separately, so I can just change the color how I want, and I can easily duplicate like this my layers in After Effects. Last but not least, the awesome plugin from Video Copilot FX Console. It's a must-have. I can't imagine like After Effects without this. It's really enhancing your workflow by 1,000 if you use this plugin. I can't suggest it enough. So just grab it directly. It's free and it's awesome. So with this, you can easily apply effects in After Effects without going always to the annoying effect window. You can see like here this nice fancy search bar below. It's a must-have, I guarantee you. So for example, here I have my donut and I want to put a bit noise effect here. So the normal way is I'll go here to my effect and preset window, press noise, then I search my noise effect here, drag and drop it here, and then I can enhance it and apply my effect, whatever. But imagine, we all know it in After Effects, you need to use not just one effect per daily usage, you need to use like 20 or 40. So every time you click here in this preset window, apply it, and sometimes you click on the wrong layer, then you redo it and need to redirect it on the same one. it's getting really tiring. So what this plugin does is you can make a keyboard shortcut. Mostly it's set up control space, and you get this fancy little search bar here. And instead of trying to find the noise bar in this effect window, I just press type noise and set this, select it, and bam, it directly applies. I want to also add the turbulent displays effect, turbulent displays, bam, it's applied. It's so easy, quick, and it's really a no-brainer to get it. You can also maybe use this feature a lot. I use it also a lot for giving like reference. I can make like copy clipboard. It then takes a screenshot of my preview canvas here. I can also save it to PNG or JPEG to easily save my image files here. I use this feature, for example, I made my custom presets here and I saved them here, and I call them like TG globals. For my case, I saved them up because I used them a lot in my workflow, and you can easily just also create your own presets, place them here and use them. I love Motion Tools Pro for my daily usage, for connecting null objects around my layers, to move around like my layers in specific timeline randomly, and to export illustrations from a vector file stored in After Effects. The next, again, on my list was Easy Copy, to just copy and paste my keyframes. Graph editor around my animation, especially cool for like text animation, also cool for like character animation when you have like one leg animated. Then Duik Ángela, I really like this plugin because it makes character animation and After Effects pretty natural, like a puppeteer in Pinocchio style. The next one was True Comp Duplicator, to just truly duplicate my After Effects comps directly and to place them like super cool and renewed in other comps that I created similar. And of course the FX console, to just get the effects running on your layers by not just drag and drop them, just place them around, and this will definitely speed up your workflow. I love to use all this plugin because it cuts all my workflow value time by half, and these plugins, they don't create like awesome effects out of nowhere. They just use the native After Effects things that already exist and just speed up. Which plugin is your favorite here that I introduced? Just drop like your thoughts below. I'd wonder like maybe you also have plugins that you recommend for the others. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. If you feel like you want to have future content like this on your feed, feel free to just hit the subscribe button below. You can write comments below to just let me know how you liked it, and if you liked it a lot or you have like suggestions for future videos, just also write them below. I will try to read them all. Happy animating. See you soon in the next video. Bye.